everyone, it's me Giovanni, and, well, um, my last video I kind of over-exaggerated because even though no real name, some personal theory about why the crying child would beat the puppet made sense, but at the same time, since the crying child is supposed to be William Afton's youngest son, it wouldn't make sense because why the hell would William Afton murder his own children or experiment on them? That's just messed up. I mean, sure, he's an abusive, neglectful, and deranged lunatic, but at the same time, he would never do that to his own children, would he? Sure, he would abuse them and neglect them, but still, would he kill his children? His own children? Especially by building animatronics used to kill other children? No. And even though Elizabeth's death was completely an accident, maybe William did not care, or even maybe he knew about it and did not care. Or just knew, or maybe later on, Circus Baby possessed. Elizabeth possessed Circus Baby. William saw it happen, and either William Afton would be upset that his kids died, minus Michael, or he just wouldn't care about them. Seriously? Even though we know a lot about William Afton, we don't know how, why, or when he saw his children die, or what his reaction when they died was like. Either he was upset or he did not care. My God. But the FNAF 4 box was completely unnecessary, but it's more likely that's just Michael's troubled past inside of it. So, yeah. Anyway. Now, I've gotten back on track on some stories about FNAF, like the Forgotten Candy Nights, which is basically a fan-made game of Five Nights at Candy's, which is a fan-made game of Five Nights at Freddy's. So fan-made gameception. Anyway, Forgotten Candy Nights is extremely underrated. There's just a few moments of gameplay from certain YouTube channels, and the entire game is not fully listed, or there's no gameplay of the entire 5 nights, or at least 6 nights, or more nights than ever. But anyway, the story loosely follows Mary Schmidt again, probably brought to the restaurant Candy's Burger World by one of her friends, at least in my story. She sees her old friends, which are the animatronics. Now, on night 1 to probably night 3, she has to repair them for her friend since her friend is unable to work there, either if her friend is sick or something else. And of course, the animatronics are trying to kill her, especially Shadow Candy. Now, in the final cutscene, I think Shadow Candy wants to kill Mary, but presumably Mary survives and just leaves the place, never to return. Or maybe she burns it down or something. I don't know. But all I know is that the game is very underrated. I don't know the full story, but that's as close enough as I'm able to talk about it. My version of what happens. So anyway, I just saw Jackie Pass's new video. Thank God she uploaded the video. I would have waited for something. And thankfully it was Gotcha, not fully full of art or Zebo. So thank God. And Ludwig looked nice at least. But just look at Ludwig's hair. This hair was made for him. It was just made for him, especially since it looks like the hair came straight out of an anime. It looks like it was just made for him. I'm still doing Amai and Ludwig. Now I'm moving on to Mooch's Week, even though the Mother's Day thing, I just decided to just leave it out until I'll work on it later. Probably after Mooch's Week. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah. Also, since Kazana is going to be worked on by Yondev, there are some leaks about him, the props used in the school play in the game, which is interesting. I like the designs. They're really nice. They're cool. I'm still a little wary about him when Kazana's going to be released, or certain leaks about her character. I don't know. Anyway, so one of my last videos I try to talk about my own story of Mortal Kombat involving the Ninjago character Darif and his relationship with Tremor, who is a brown ninja, an earth ninja in Mortal Kombat. Both of them are underrated. Well, even though Darif is popular, he's not an official brown ninja. At least not yet, I don't think. But still, he should be. I mean, I even thought of original ideas for him to become a ninja. Like, for example, his elemental power would be mud, to control mud. And his weapon of choice, probably a boomerang. Now, as for the story of Mortal Kombat 1, the original one, after the merge, Darif would suddenly take himself seriously. He would actually become a ninja. He would fight the other ninjas under 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 his own identity, since he doesn't want the ninja to find out who he is. Dareth is sent to a portal, sent by a portal to our world. He's brought there to a tournament in one of the realms, Edenia. He wins the tournament, and if one of the people win, they can either go home or stay in Outworld. And Dareth chooses to stay in Outworld with Tremor. Before the tournament, Tremor and Dareth met, and they instantly fell in love. During the second Mortal Kombat, Dareth is alerted by Kai, who is suddenly in Outworld, warning him about a vampire, of a female vampire who tried to attack him. Dareth stops it from happening, immediately killing the female vampire ninja, Ruby. Not only that, but the Emperor Shang Lao, instead of Shang Tsung or Shao Kahn, decided to wanted to conquer Earthrealm by having one of his assassins win the tournament so he can rule Outworld. Conquer Earthrealm. But he doesn't. But he decides to conquer it anyway. He gets stopped by Dareth and the other ninjas, and he's ultimately defeated by and also Dareth and the ninjas rescue Ruby, who's a demon now. In Mortal Kombat 4, Ruby is a sensei, another female ninja who was originally the ruler of Edenia before Queen Sindel, She-Wolf, real name Sheila. Is taking up the position of ruler of Edenia for a bit because of Princess Rafia going on missions. Ruby, as a sensei, teaches Dareth and the other ninjas fighting moves. And also, a traitor of Edenia known as Talia betrayed them and is working for the underworld. The underworld is defeated, and the ninjas go back to their lives. Yeah, that's all I'll say for now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just really bored, tired. I pretty much ran out of video ideas. Not sure. But I hope to see you tomorrow in the next video. My dad is at work, so thankfully he's not in the house. So I'm grateful for that. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.